Dakota and I first met a couple years ago. We're both a part of Big Brothers Big Sisters. As Big Brothers, we met over at his house a little over 2 years ago. And kind of the process of us getting together was a couple months, interviews and everything else. But we first met back in May of 2009.
It was summer, and I woke up, and my mom was like, okay, you're getting your big brother in like a week, and his name is Jason. I got into a fight, and he was just like, why do you let him make you so mad? And why don't you just walk away? And why don't you just like ignore him? So, I mean, I was just kind of like, all right, I'll try that, but I don't know if it'll work. Because I think I have anger issues, but I don't know, I'm not sure.
And we talk a lot about consequences too, just in terms of every decision that you make has negative and positive consequences too. And so we've worked on that, trying to figure out how do you make those decisions. With Big Brothers Big Sisters, the whole premise is they want you to start just to be a friend, and we started there. But I think pretty quickly thereafter, I realized that I'm glad that Dakota's my friend, but he needs me to be more than just a friend to him, and I want to be more than just a friend. I want to be somebody who helps him set boundaries and who helps him think through decisions that he makes. One of the conversations we had, and it's not been too long ago, we were talking, and I don't remember exactly what even brought it up, but it was the first time that you had referred to me as family, and that was probably within the last 6 months. And that was, for me, we talk about markers, and that was a marker, for me to hear him say that, that he viewed me as more than just a friend, but as family. And I'm, the same way, just in terms of, when people ask me about Dakota, I don't refer to him just as a friend. I do refer to him as a brother, and as somebody who would hold that family role, because I'm the youngest in my family. I don't have a little brother, and so it's been really fun to have him just fill that role, and it's provided me something that I've never experienced before, just to be that bigger brother for somebody. Just the way that we came together it wasn't a natural, just somebody that you're rubbing shoulders with on a daily or weekly basis, because jokingly, we were kind of two files at a bunch of hundreds of files that just mysteriously got thrown together. And I know that it wasn't just mysterious, and I know that it wasn't just coincidental. And I do see God, that God brought us together because Dakota He strengthened me, and I hope in turn that I have strengthened him. And so that it's funny, and I laugh about it, but it's not funny. And just kind of ironic at how God will use that. He will take even what we would view as a very coincidental type, just two people getting together because they both committed to be a part of a program for a year, and how He will use that for much more. And for me, that became really evident to me very early on, just in our conversation. I think because we connected so easily. And when you go through Big Brothers Big Sisters, they have these, for the first year, they have these things that you have to come to. They have these things we would go to together, or they'd have these things that just the bigs would go to. And I'd sit around this table and I would hear about these horror stories of my little brother doesn't talk, we don't like to do any of the same things. And they would keep having these trainings for people to come to, thinking it would be hard. And I just stopped going because I was like, their negativity is bringing me down, because our relationship is great. And so we were just like, we stopped going to those kind of things because it was easy. And it doesn't mean that we've not had our problems and we've not had our situations. And I know there's things that I do that probably frustrate him, and vice versa. And we talk about those and we're open to share that. But just even what would appear to be a very unnatural kind of connection became very easy and natural for us. And so it's kind of helped me rethink that God can use just what we would even view as just coincidental files in a filing cabinet, and really use those to orchestrate, to bring people together for a specific reason. And I definitely see that in our relationship.
I'm Dakota.
I'm Jason.
And big brothers and big sisters have changed my life.